Let me tell you something real, bro. You ever get hit with that silence? The kind that feels louder than any argument? One day she's laughing with you, calling you just to hear your voice. And the next, nothing. No texts, no calls, no, hey, just checking in. But here's what most guys don't get. That silence doesn't always mean she's moved on. Sometimes it means she's stuck between missing you and proving she doesn't. She's quiet, not because she doesn't care, but because she cares too much to show it. And if you've been asking yourself why she's silent, why she seems fine while you're wrestling with all the what ifs, this is your answer. Let's break this down, heart to heart. Point 1. She's battling herself more than she's avoiding you. Look, man, don't fall for the act. She's not ignoring you because she's cold or heartless. She's ignoring you because she's fighting a war inside her own head. Like, one part of her wants to text you, wants to call you and just hear your voice, even if it's just for a second, but the other part? That part's telling her, nope, don't be weak, don't reach out first. He should be the one chasing. So she stays silent, not because she's over you, but because she's scared to admit that she's not. And the craziest part? She'll act like everything's fine, like she's moved on. But when she lays down at night and there's no music, no scrolling, just her and her thoughts, that's when the guilt creeps in. That's when your name hits her like a brick. She ain't over it, bro. She's just too proud to show it. Point 2. She watches, but she'll never let you know. You know what's wild? She might never text you again, but she still watches you. She's checking your stories with the sound off. She's zooming in on your posts like a detective. She's even asking mutual friends about you, acting like it's casual, but it's not. It's her way of staying close without being seen. And yeah, she might look unbothered online, selfies, captions, laughing with her girls, but behind that screen, she's deep in your world. She just doesn't want you to know, because the second you do, she loses that fake sense of control she's clinging to. But trust me, she's watching, quietly, constantly. Point 3. She pretends she's over it until the quiet hits. Bro, during the day, she's fine. She's scrolling, posting cute pics, replying to stories with LOL like life's amazing. But trust me, it's an act, because it's not during the chaos that the truth shows up. It's in the quiet. At night, when she's alone with her thoughts, when there's no distraction, that's when the weight of it all punches her in the chest. That's when your voice creeps in. The way you used to say her name, the way you made her laugh when no one else could. It's not that she wants to feel it, she hates that she still does. But emotions aren't like switches. They don't just turn off, so she keeps pretending, hoping it fades. But the truth is, it always hits harder in silence, and that's where you still live, man. Not in her feed, not in her texts, but in her memory. And memories, they don't lie. Point 4. She checks in, without ever checking on you. She'll never text you, not directly. But don't get it twisted, she's watching. She's checking your profile with her brightness low, making sure nobody sees that she's lurking. She'll pretend it's just curiosity, but bro, it's way more than that. It's her way of staying connected without risking her pride. She notices what you post, who you're with, how you're moving, not because she wants to jump back in, but because she needs to feel like you haven't fully let go. She'll even bring up your name in random conversations like, oh, remember him? Acting like it's casual. But inside, she's just trying to gauge where you stand. She wants to know if you still care, without having to ask. That's how women check in, silently, subtly. It's not about the message, it's about the presence. And if you're still showing signs of missing her, that gives her comfort. But if you've gone quiet, that's what starts messing with her head. Point 5. She wants closure, but not if it means facing herself. Here's where it gets real, bro. The more you grow, the more it messes with her. Not because she hates you, but because deep down, she didn't expect you to level up without her. She thought you'd stay stuck in the version she left behind. You know, that guy who waited around, replayed memories, maybe even doubted himself. But now, you're focused, you're sharper, you've stopped posting out of emotion, stopped reaching, stopped reacting. And she sees it. Even in your silence, there's a new energy. You're calm, collected, like a man who's finally figured himself out. And that confidence, it's loud. Louder than any paragraph you could have sent. She starts to question her choice, not just losing you, but losing the man you became without her. because now you're not just gone, you're better, and that's what haunts her the most. Point 6. Your growth became a mirror she can't ignore. You know what's crazy? She won't text you, she won't call, not even a simple hey, but she's there, watching. She sees your stories, she checks your posts, and yeah, sometimes she lingers a little too long on that one picture where you look like you finally found peace. She won't double tap, won't comment, won't give you anything to confirm it. But trust me, she's lurking. And not because she's over you, but because she's still tied to something she never got closure from. That silence you're holding, it's doing something. It's forcing her to wonder, is he still thinking about me? Is he really that okay? And the truth is, you are. And that unknown, that quiet strength, eats at her more than any reply ever could. Point 7. She's stuck in the idea of you, not the reality. Here's the wild part. She doesn't miss who you are now. She misses who you were when she felt in control. She's attached to the version of you who waited, who texted first, who apologized for things you didn't do. But now that you've leveled up, she can't reach you the same way. And that version of you, it doesn't exist anymore. She's holding on to a ghost. And you've stepped into your power. Point 8. Your silence taught her what words never could. Silence has a language of its own. It doesn't beg, it doesn't explain, it doesn't chase, it just exists, peacefully, powerfully. And that's what she hears every day. Not your voice, but your absence. Not your words, but the message your silence sends. And that message, it says, I'm not coming back. Not because I hate you, but because I finally love me. And that, my friend, is what she'll never forget. If you're still watching this, remember this. Your silence isn't weakness, it's wisdom. You don't have to explain your peace to anyone who brought you chaos. Let her wonder, let her scroll. You've already said everything you needed to say by saying nothing at all. Now drop silent power in the comments if you felt this. And keep walking forward, King. She hears your silence louder than ever.